Hello. This video here is going to be me talking about the concerts that I have attended throughout my life. I have very recently gotten a craze for live music and experiencing the artists I listen to and the songs I love from them live is an absolutely astonishingly beautiful thing to do. Hence why I'll simply take a record and just tell you my experience with the concerts, and these are going to be through chronological order, and let's get into it. The first one is Lauv. I think at the time, and just how it has been, it was a perfect one to start with and a perfect way to experience a first concert. It was me going with my girlfriend and best mate at the time, and yeah, we all listened to this artist, and I very much so, and I knew quite a bit of his songs. That's why it was very much enjoyable to be in, and it's always that much better to experience things with friends, especially if it is the first time for them as well. So it's like a joint experience. It's like beautiful. It's beautiful. We even came earlier to stand in the queue for like an hour or a bit more, and to get the front row spots, and that's what we did, and we were right at the front. And it's just, and he was quite lesser known artist back then, so the venue was very small, in fact. And yeah, it was a beautiful, amazing first concert that fit to what it's all meant to be. And the support act for Lauv was Charlotte Lawrence, and I remember that I did end up adding a few songs from her back in the day. That was a while ago. That was like 6 years ago. And then the second one was, in fact, 30 Seconds to Mars. It was a random one because in school, one of the teachers that is like cool with all the students had tickets for that for one reason or another. And my friend group kind of like was around and found out, and we knew, some of us knew, I did, who 30 Seconds of Mars was, so we ended up going. And yeah, it was definitely an interesting experience. At that time, I already stopped listening to them, but I did listen to them when I was younger. And then there's a long-ass break between that moment and me going to a concert once again. And it was during my second relationship that we went to see Peach Pit, and that was in fact one of the best concerts that I experienced. It was funny because when Peach Pit started, they started with a made-up song. I don't know if they had it or not, but this hard like rock instrumental song, which is very which is quite the contrast from their usual music. But yes, I got to experience it with my girlfriend at the time, and it got us closer. It allowed us to dance and to just have an amazing time together in that concert. It was beautiful. And I'm pretty sure the support acts for Peach Pit were the Walters, and I knew they have one very famous song, but yeah, that was pretty cool as well. The fourth one was also with my ex. It's an artist that she really wanted to go to, but I listened to a few songs as well. It's Bristol Maroney, and yes, I would say like at the concert, his vocals, the sound system was a bit messed up, so the instruments were a bit too loud and vocals were not as good as it is in the actual songs, but nonetheless the songs carried the same energy, and it was a beautiful experience. So the fifth one was Rum Jungle. That's in fact the first concert I went solo with, and it was a spontaneous decision. It was near my 24th birthday, and I just decided to give myself a gift, and it was I very much enjoyed that music and that experience, and allowing myself to let out all that energy and feel the vibrations through me. That was the beginning of the trio concerts that I've been into. A trio that I went to one concert a month for the 3 months, and that was the first one. The second one was Torah. That's a band I really, really like and enjoy hearing with my headphones, and just all the instruments and layers of sounds they have. I would say, even if I have so much love for this group, I would be honest that live it didn't hit the same. And that's specifically the fact that all these layers of sounds that I'm used to hearing in their songs on Spotify and just through my headphones were not correctly covering the space, and just it didn't feel the same immersiveness as I was hoping for. Then the third one was Still Woozy. Still Woozy, I ended up going with my ex again, and it's like it was enjoyable to experience and witness, but the energies and vibes were not the same, because in fact that was an artist me and my ex really enjoyed and connected with, sharing in the words that he had in the songs. And when we went, it was already when we, after a while, we have broken up. So we couldn't share the delight of these songs and history of them in the same manner, in the same comfortable manner as we used to. So there's that. All right. Another spontaneous one was it's more of a DJ rather than being specifically live music. But yeah, I ended up going straight after work. That was my first time doing it. And I was a bit rushing, even though I came as soon as the doors opened, basically. I was like, I got along with the girl sitting where she was checking the tickets, and ended up leaving for a smoke and coming back again. So it was very good. I allowed myself to dance freely solo without caring what people thought, and just have a good time with some beats, nice beats. The next artist that I have witnessed was in the concert. Of course, there were quite a few artists I witnessed live, but I only recorded 2. Technically speaking, there should be 3, but I'll get to that later. And the artist that I got recorded was a DJ called Guts, and the main reason why I went to this festival, Masego. Masego was pretty amazing. It was the biggest stage and venue that I have experienced with the most people listening to music being played, live music. And I was with my friends as well. It was a beautiful, amazing, happy experience. And that's in fact starred as one of my faves. The other stars were Rum Jungle, Peach Pit, and Lauv. There's more coming. And yeah. Number 10 is Dope Lemon. I only count the main artists. Support acts like Guts, Waters, Charlotte Lawrence, and there's another one coming up. It's like I'm not counting them as additional ones. It's like I'm counting them as a sub artist I've seen. Number 10 is Dope Lemon. Dopey dope. I loved it. Solo, once again, I met some cool people that I interacted with, and I had my voice working amazingly, and it was honestly an absolutely amazing instrumental and musical performance from them, and I cannot wait to hear it again and go see them again. The 11th one is starred and has a medal next to it placed. That's because that's my number 1, and that is, as you could probably guess, Men I Trust. It was a beautifully composed presentation of music with lights and with a choice of songs and the continuation and just the overall vibe being created in the atmosphere of that venue. I had my friend with me and I introduced that band to her, so it felt good to also share an experience like that with a close one. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. And the support artist for that was Liana Flores. Just more acoustic, quiet stuff. Number 12, Gizmo Varias. Some Italian spice, some trumpet, and some just high energy and good grooves. Number 13, Celine Desberg. Going to another European country, we go to France, and there's another sub-country of Mongolia in that same artist. And I heard songs from both languages, both cultures, and I got to hear a Mongolian harp being played, which was, I love experiencing new instruments and just overall firsts in life. Number 14 was in fact a leisure, and it has dancing emojis, people next to it. It was yeah, very groovy, allowed me to move and allowed my friend as well to dance, give us an opportunity to dance, to exert energy through movement. And yeah, beautiful. Number 15, Balfs. Them. I love this shirt. It's so comfortable and it looks very cool. Balfs was the last one that I starred, and it was absolutely astonishingly incredible. Yes, I cannot wait to have another opportunity of experiencing that. And to finish it off, number 16. I don't think there's going to be more concerts this year, so these are 16 concerts through the end of 2025 that I have experienced in my life. Number 16, the last one, was Aurora. And that one was a gift, the first gift I was given in terms of concerts. And it was in a chapel, a personal, intimate experience with a lot of meaning behind it. And it allowed my friend to experience a concert overall for the first time. So a lot of just good things that music is allowing to be felt and created and just shared. That's what music is beautiful for. That's why I value it so much. Alright, thank you for listening. I won't add too much onto that as I have already spoken for 15 minutes. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope there's going to be way more concerts after that.